This hangout on air is live. It's the Millionaire Mindset Hangout, and I welcome you to our Millionaire Mindset Hangout. If you can hear me, make sure you put in the comments below. Say, hey, I am in wherever you are, but I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and it's a cloudy day, but I still see the the sun wants to post through, and my clock says it is right on time. I'm thankful that my little cuckoo clock is now ticking away right on time now. Man, it took some oiling and getting used to get that thing going back again. So I'm getting kind of settled in here. I'm excited. This last week I got my grand piano in here, so things are moving along around here. And I want to welcome the panel here. Moving over beside me here is Keisha. Shout out where you are and shout out below in the comments if you can hear Keisha.
Hello everyone. I hope you can see me. I hope you can hear me. I've been having trouble over the last several weeks, but I am here ready to rock and roll with you guys. Excited that you are here with us today, where we share with you the secret tools or the tools that we use to keep us with a millionaire mindset. I know you're going to be excited about what you learned today. You may be familiar, and we would love to get your input once we share them with you. I'm here in Philadelphia. It is sunny outside. That's always good after it's been so bone-chilling cold. I mean, truthfully, my bones were chilling, okay?
No doubt.
Okay, I thought they were going to crack, okay? So I'm here. I'm happy to be here, and I am ready to share with you guys. And I'll turn it over to Greta.
Yes, hello. Oh, I love you, Keisha. You're just cracking me up over here. Yeah, I'm actually breastfeeding my little one right now, so I'm a little bit busy at the moment, but I am here. I am present, and my name's Greta Campagnolo. For those of you who are new to our Hangout, welcome. I'm so happy to have you with us and have you joining us today. And I live on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. And it's a little overcast, but we have had the warmest winter ever recorded. So it has been really warm. We really haven't had any snow. I have half a dozen kids, so I'm sure they'd love to have some snow on the grounds here. But I'm just grateful to be here, grateful that to be on this Hangout today and to share our two secret tools that we have to help you today to create that millionaire mindset.
Excellent, excellent. Did you have another story to share, Greta? Or that later?
Oh, that's for when we're not live anymore.
I figured it was something funny.
I had mentioned a funny story that I was going to share with Alicia, but that's for after you click the link below. Maybe I'll share that story with you.
It's for insiders, right? It's for our inner circle.
Absolutely.
Secrets that going on over there. I bet with 6 kids you have stories after stories. You have to.
I do. And let me just say, diapers can be used for more things than just one.
I can't imagine. Crazy. Today are 2 secret tools. The first one, almost every single leader that we've had out here, every single special speaker we've had has been sharing. In fact, some of them did a couple of times just to share that we are on meditation. And yesterday, the Superwomen Connection, Layla led us through different types of meditations, and I thought it was very helpful for us to discuss the different meditations that there are and share with you some of the special guests that we've had that took us through different types of meditations as well. Back to last year in 2013, some of our very first guests that we've had out has shared us different types of meditation that we go through to keep our millionaire mindset. So today I thought we'd go through the different ways of meditation and how you should really apply it every day, put it part of your routine to really focus on keeping your life consistent and reaching that millionaire mindset, because it's like you're like for me, you know, practicing on the piano, you kind of have to do it every day in order to get better, right? So this is kind of like one of those tools that I share as kind of a tool that you use to keep your millionaire mindset. And so if one of you ladies want to talk about the first ones, maybe I can go through the last ones because maybe y'all didn't get all of them or something. If there's a favorite one you want to go ahead and talk about, that there's fine. There's 6 of them, so if you're out there and you want to take some notes, go ahead and write some notes down of the favorites that we talk about, some of these, the 6 ones that we're going to go through. So should we list them all, or do y'all want to go ahead and share your favorite? What do you guys want to do?
I can share one of my favorites because that's number 1.
Okay.
I haven't done all of these or used all of these methods myself before, but I'm excited to explore them more because meditation has become such a huge part of my life and the lives of all my kids as well. We use meditation daily, and guided meditation has been sort of the way that we've chosen to explore it and what we do every single day. And in fact, so much so that my children were inspired and have been inspired to create their own and write their own guided meditations. And so, yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites. And I'm just excited to see, you know, what this opens up for them even more. So we were actually all listening to the replay of the call that Alicia is talking about this morning together, and they were going in and out. And I know I can just see their brains turning, you know, as far as what they're going to do with it as well. So, yeah, so that's number 1 is guided meditations.
And Greta, would you share just a little bit about how guided meditation works for those people who aren't familiar with meditation at all? Because there are some people I know, I just over the last year and a half have become more I guess, have used it more and more familiar with it and just learned so much more knowledgeable about meditation. So can you just go over a little bit about the guided meditation and what does that mean?
Sure. Well, basically, it's a guy, like it's somebody. It's like a recording of somebody's voice taking you through, you know, through the breathing process. Because meditation is all about your breath and breathing and centering yourself and going within. And for some, you know, it's I feel like, as I said earlier, I haven't experienced all of them. But for somebody brand new, I feel like guided meditations is something that you can really take and use. And as long as you just keep listening to these, you know, whoever it is that's got, you can Google it. I mean, there are thousands of guided meditations that you can find on YouTube, on Google. Just Google it, and you'll find guided meditations and so many that work for you. Maybe some people's voices will resonate with you more than others. Some of the things that they say may resonate with you more than others if you're, you know, more a spiritual person, or depending on what words are used. I definitely recommend you exploring different avenues and different recordings and such that will help you. So, yeah, basically it's just a guide, a person guiding you through this place, you know, whether it be a story. I did a waterfall meditation where I took some women through the rainforest and under a waterfall, and so, you know, for me it's like all about imagery and, you know, taking your focus away from all those stressors of the day, whatever, you know, problems or challenges you may be faced with right now, and just taking that time to really find your center and release and let go and have a moment, even if it's just for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. If you're a mom like we are here, it's so important to take those moments. And the guided meditations, I find, for me, work really well to get my mind where it needs to be to have that peaceful moment. And a lot of times I end up falling asleep, honestly. But for me, that is a blessing because I need all the sleep I can get.
How do you do it with your children? Do you guide them, or do you have them start talking, or guiding them each other? How do you guide them into the meditation? I guess is what I'm asking.
Well, it's actually and I've heard this before, but through my own experience, it's a lot easier for children to get into meditating than it is for adults. And their imaginations are so vivid, and they're just so keyed in that way. And so what we do is I'll just put it on my phone and beside my bed and play it like on speaker, and they'll listen to it. As I said, my son created his own and did a live call of a meditation. So we listened to that the other day. We have some go-to key guided meditations that I will share in this Hangout on the links below, something that I've shared with actually quite a few people, and it has really, most everybody I've gotten really positive feedback from that. So I'll share that one below. And so yeah, for my kids, just putting it on, they just get right into it. They hear the voices, and they start to breathe. They love it. They feel so much better, and they'll do it themselves. A lot of them use the so-hum as well, which is a different type of meditation that they'll use whenever they feel that they need it. Because children's problems may seem like they're insignificant or smaller doesn't mean that they're any less important. So I just feel like, there are stressors that kids deal with, and this can help in so many ways. So this seems like it's turning out to be a tips for moms for calming their children, and yes, it is. Yeah, me too. So yeah, thanks for asking, Alicia. It's really easy to get them into it, and they've inspired me to get to doing it daily too, because of the effects that it has had on them.
Oh, that's inspiring. Thanks for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Keisha, how about yours?
Well, before I jump to number 2, which I believe is the mantra we'll be sharing, Greta just mentioned it. Greta, I do want to say I experienced your waterfall, colorful waterfall meditation, and it really took my meditation experience to the next level, because during the one that we all did together as a Superwoman with Deepak and Oprah, which was amazing to me, one of our close friends, Cassidy, said she saw colors like when she was meditating. And I know, I'm like, as I said, I'm new to meditation. I know that I didn't see colors. I mean, I have a hard time just clearing my mind and just focusing on what the person is guiding me to do or the mantra. So, but this time when I did your meditation, I saw the colors like behind my eyelids, like certain colors, not all of them, but some of them. But it was truly amazing experience, and that made me feel even more at ease that I was having this experience. So I did want to share that. So mantra is where you focus on a certain words or a set of words, a phrase, but it's words like so, hum. There are various ones. As I share in the Deepak Oprah one, every day we had a different mantra which meant something else. And I would like to share, honestly, before I became more knowledgeable about meditation, as a Christian, I was fearful of meditation because of this. I'm like, I don't want to call these things out. I don't know what this word means. What am I saying? I don't want to call any spirits from another realm. So I had to become more knowledgeable about that and know that I don't know everything, but I have to trust and believe that my God is not going to have me do anything that I should not be doing. And it just felt so right. And it's another language. So I'm learning something new. I'm learning something new. So I encourage anyone who maybe has some reservations or hesitant because you don't know. You just don't know. I encourage you to get more knowledgeable. Surround yourself with people like us who know more. Maybe we don't know a lot more, but we are learning. And as we're learning, we want to share that with you so that you can become more knowledgeable and have these greater experiences, connect to yourself deeper. And that's what meditation does for me. I've been able to connect on a more deeper level to my core desires, what I truly, truly want in life. I've realized I'm just not this analytical brain. I'm very creative. And all of this was through meditation because I said those mantras. So with the breathing, with the mantras that you'll be stating, the so-hums, where you say the words as you breathe in and out, or actually sometimes it's just in your mind. But that helps to keep you focused so that your mind isn't rattling, because for me, that was a problem. We have so much going on. Like we said, we're moms. I have 4 children of my own. I have a very active 7-year-old boy. I need to do a brain dump, and I need to get clear, and I need to focus. And meditation, and what I'm focusing on is that millionaire mindset, and meditation helps me to do that. Because if we can't get clear on what our goals are, the things that we truly desire, and it's not just making the money, it's what we truly desire, having an impact on life, being able to inspire someone into action that's going to change their life. That's one of my true desires. Meditation helped me to connect to that. That it wasn't just the X amount of dollars. It was what stood behind that. So I just, I'm going to chill just talking about it, but I just encourage everyone to start small, like Greta said, maybe 5 minutes. And we're going to share some apps because I use a couple on my phone. I know they vary from phone type, whether you have an iPhone or a Galaxy, me. There's certain ones that you can use or you won't be able to use, but we're going to share them with you, so stay tuned for that information because we want you to just have the best experiences with meditation. So I'm going to turn it over to Alicia or anyone else who would like to share with their experiences with the mantra type style of meditation.
Sure. That one is like my worst one. I hate that one. Sorry, guys. And I can't pick a hum. I can't think about a repeated word, or I just like, what? I can't do it. So
you know what?
I'll have to practice that a little bit more.
It's funny that you say that, Alicia, because with the Deepak one, the words that you had to say, I'm like, I forget sometimes. I'm like, wait, I'll go back to the little app to say, wait, what was that? What am I supposed to be repeating in my mind? Okay, so that is funny. You're right.
But I like
that's why we say we have to practice. It's all about practicing meditation, right?
Yeah.
And I actually just wanted to say thank you, Keisha, for sharing what you shared about, having a hard time saying those different words, because I've heard that before myself. I know that another one of our fellow superwomen, Rosa Lindsay, had mentioned that before, and how it had really kind of held her back in being able to find that time for herself, because she knew she wanted to meditate, but she was having a really hard time with the mantras. And because she is Christian as well, and was just having a hard time saying those words. And it really sort of like woke me up, and I thought, this is really valuable information that people need to hear, that you can actually choose your own words that work for you. So I know that Layla mentioned the word peace. Maybe peace will be your word, and something like that. Or I know that Rosa had mentioned that she used Jesus, and that's what worked for her. And I don't know what's going to work for you, but you can choose a word that resonates with you and just repeat that word over and over and over again. And you can just repeat it in your mind as you're breathing in and out. So yeah, I think that that information is very valuable to share. So I'm really glad that you mentioned that, Keisha, for others who may be feeling the same way.
Now that you say that, I do kind of mix that up, because when I was around Paul and their massive stuff and local stuff. He was like, this is what I did. I said 2 a day, 2 a day, 2 a day, and I even made a song with it. So that kind of reminds me going, I was in that mindful awareness. I was driving down the road and I was saying 2 a day, 2 a day, 2 a day, and made a song with it. It's like, did you say that like 10 times today? I was like, yep, I was driving down the road, did a little warm up, 2 a day today. So that creates that mindful awareness as aware, of course, me driving, but yet repeated that word to help me focus on what I was needing to do that day. I needed to get 2 sales a day, and just repeating that. So that reminded me that I was kind of mixing that in a way, I guess, and people do it totally different ways. So that brings up we've done number 1, the guidance meditation, number 2, kind of the Soham or the mantra, and number 3, we've got mindful awareness. And this one is kind of when you're washing dishes or you're just completely aware of what you're doing. And I do this a lot when I'm driving. I just turn off the music and I just aware of my thoughts, of what's going on, and I'm able to do that sometimes because my daughter's not in the car, maybe traveling during the day, I'm going to different appointments or something, and I'm aware to, think of more awareness. So I do this more kind of when I'm driving. But I think my favorite one is number 4, is just to observe and allow those thoughts to happen. Just to stand back and just kind of be an observer. So I will do this a lot. I'll just kind of lay down on my bed and just kind of observe where I'm at in my life and things, and just helps me create that visualization of where I want to go, and just focusing on, maybe future stuff or what I actually see myself doing, or, just what happened, and just kind of just stop for a moment, because sometimes you're right, we just get so busy during the day, and we need to just stop and allow our thoughts just to clear, to really help you focus on, either what you need to do for the day, or focus on visually what you haven't seen yourself doing. And a lot of people do this like before they wake up, or after they're just really tired, or before they go to bed or something. But I've actually happened to do that like in the morning after I've woken up and working out and kind of just ready to relax before I start the day. So that one's, I've kind of added that into my routine. And I think that the meditations do help as you find time in your day to put it into a routine, to help it be more consistent that you are doing it. Yeah. So that one has really helped me, I guess, and really helped me in different ways. So every day, I'm trying to think about how I can add that, as maybe after I rub my feet or something, to create a routine with it. The other ones I think that are...
Before you go to the next one, I have a quick question. Now, yeah. You said observe. Is that the one that would Layla mentioned as using your chakra, your third eye, when you're being observer? Greta, are you aware? Because I did listen to the part of the call. I didn't listen to it in full. However, and the great thing about that is that we have the recording, and we can clearly show you guys. If you just connect with us, we'll let you know how you can get connected to the Superwoman. We'll get access to all of these calls every day, even the recording of yesterday's as well. But Greta, do you recall that? Is that the chakra one, the third eye, the observer?
I think I was making breakfast when that part was on in the recording, so maybe Alicia knows a little bit more.
Yeah, because you're looking back. I don't really call it third eye because it has some religious beliefs in it that I don't really believe in. So that's kind of how I was like, it's not really third eye to me. People call it different things, but I'm looking at it as a different approach, I guess, because I approach that more religious definition, and I don't look at it that way, I guess. So I wanted to be clear on that.
Okay, I just want to make sure that
I do understand it as you are observing more, and you're allowing those thoughts to happen.
Right. So you're tapping into your ability to really just observe things on another level. Right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
I love that one myself. I love the observing myself. It's funny how while you're explaining all of these different types of meditation, I'm sure for you right now listening, you're probably thinking, hey, I actually do that. I actually do that already. Like, maybe when you're busy washing your 100 dishes, you know, maybe you have a ton of kids yourself and you just got dish after dish after dish to do. Or laundry, as you're folding the laundry, the piles of laundry that you may have in your house, like I do. You know, you'll realize during certain activities like that you will be sort of observing, you know, you'll just have this deeper awareness. You know, it's kind of like I get the same thing when I'm knitting. I haven't knit in a long time, I will admit, but it's one of my favorite pastimes because I find that actually think more positively. I don't actually think about all the junk and the crap that I have to do. It's more like just this larger sort of space that I get into of, you know, my imagination just opens up. And maybe you do that. Maybe you do that already when you're driving like Alicia does. And, you know, we have different tools that we use as well. I think that the app, I think I'll save the app for the end too that I'd like to share that I've been using lately as well. But yeah, anyways, I just had to mention that. And I have a child coming in here. I can hear myself.
Fun, Greta. There was one other thing. I wanted to remind myself that I remember when being around my granny, that she probably did it too. They talk about her just talking to herself a lot, and now that I go back, I'm like, that's probably kind of how she was kind of meditating in a way, because she was doing all those tasks and stuff too. She was a big sewer and stuff, and she would just speak her thoughts and just talk to herself, and that's probably another way to help you kind of focus. You talk out loud and you hear your thoughts talking to yourself. So, and she was a very smart lady. Very, very fun. So the next, we've had guidance meditation, Soham, mindful awareness, and 4, observe, that we were just talking about. And the 5th one, I hadn't really tried this one. She called it candle staring, and I always thought maybe that hurts your eyes. But if you're, I kind of think of that also like in the wintertime. I watch the fireplace, or maybe outside on a maybe the bonfire or something, and I have kind of done that where you're just staring at the flickering light or something, and you're allowing your eyes to relax, and then you are able to focus, and you're able to focus your thoughts. So that was a very powerful one that I hadn't really heard of before, that I haven't practiced on a regular basis, but I do understand maybe there was parts in, you know, my life that I have done that, and I think back to like camp times where we did that and then started singing songs, you know, so it can be very powerful, changing on different feelings that you have as you're doing that. Yeah.
Do you recall, ladies, having your children? I totally recall when I went to Lamaze and different. Actually, I'm telling a story. I didn't go to Lamaze. I read Lamaze books, but I did take classes that, you know, helped us. You know, when we start to think things, we forget. And this was so long ago. I really didn't take a Lamaze class. I read books on it. I educated myself. But they talked about focusing on that one thing. Like, so when you're, you know, you go into the room and it's ready to birth the baby, or wherever it was you birthed the child, maybe look at that one thing on the wall and focus on that with your breathing. Those were all forms of meditation to keep our body relaxed so that we can birth this child out of our body. So I truly know, now that you're talking about it, now that I look back, when I birthed my children, I was meditating with the breathing, with the focusing on that one thing that kept my mind focused on the task that I had at hand. So, yeah, meditation is powerful. So you have been meditating, people, and you didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, great points. Thanks, Keisha.
Oh, I love that. I was totally meditating. But I think the last 2 I was meditating, for sure. The other one, I was a mess for the other ones, but the last 2 I had it. I got it. Finally.
Definitely didn't have any pain medication. You were meditating.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And you know what's funny is because I was actually thinking of all of my Superwoman ladies. I seriously was, and I had you there with me because I know so many of you guys were actually aware that I was in labor at the time, and it was like I had you all there with me. And I was thinking of Maria, who has 11 kids, going, "Oh, if she could do this, I can do this." Yeah.
Powerful.
All right, we're last to the last one, and when she explained it's really actually the most simplest one, and some people start with this one if they're not really used to understanding what meditation is. And the last one is body check, and you just do awareness from your head to your toes, and just totally do a body check. So this is helps you focus and relaxing and clearing your mind. And actually, the first time I experienced this was when I was in junior high, and we were doing I was doing a speech class. And we had to lay down on the floor, and we had to do a body check from our head to toes, and this allowed us to focus our breathing so we can, use the correct breath to speak across the room. So that was like the first time I actually experienced a body check when I was like in junior high. I actually remembered it because maybe it was terrifying or something. I don't know. But you actually relax, like you think of your forehead and your back of your neck and then down your shoulders, and you think of every single body part. And she explained one time there was one Superwoman call. She did a body check with us where you tense a section up. Maybe you tense up your whole shoulders and neck, and then you take it one at a time and just start relaxing each part of your body. And that gives you more awareness when you're able to tense up, and then you're able to fully relax and see what the difference is from your tensing muscles to knowing what a relaxation of your muscles and clearing of your mind actually does. So that one's a lot of fun. I like to try to do that with my daughter, but she feels all weird still and doing some stuff. So we're still trying to practice that. That's why I said maybe Greta can help me focus this a little better with the kids.
Yeah, definitely. One more tip with that, Alicia, as far as doing it with the kids. Depending on the age and the personality of your child, the energy levels of your children, it's all different, right? All mine are like all totally different. I probably got one that's similar to Keisha's, and he's my 3-year-old. So one thing that works for them is just to make sure it's going to be close to either a nap time if your child is still napping, or bedtime. Even if they fall asleep halfway through. I mean, if you think about how important it is, how you go to sleep at night, what thoughts you're thinking right before you fall asleep, and how it impacts the way you feel when you wake up again the next day. Just think about that, like what are you watching TV before you go to sleep? What types of things, like if you're waking up not quite feeling right, maybe you should take a look at what you're doing right before you go to sleep. And that's one of the things I can say for you, Alicia, is like try that, right when she's already kind of winding down, put on something like a meditation that sort of, I don't know, clicks with her. Maybe you could do your own meditation, record it with your own voice, with Mommy's voice, and have her listen to that at night as well. Something like that. She can press play on it herself and have Mommy right there with her or something. Just trying different things like that.
I really like that suggestion, Greta. And I've been learning from you, inspired by you and your family. I think that's what I'll start. I decided, actually, not I think, that I would start doing it with my son. And now that I'm listening to you, I think I want to do it at night before he goes to bed, because he gives me a hard time about it shouldn't be bedtime. So maybe, and what I realized too from hearing your stories about your children, our children love to have that extra quality time with us. So whatever it is, when your children are doing that meditation with you, they love it so much because they get to do something else with Mommy. And I think it's great. And so my son, he likes to read his little Bible he has a children's Bible before he goes to bed. So we'll do that. We'll do some meditation. And I'm bound to have a great morning getting him up for school the next day.
Awesome plan.
Absolutely.
I love it. And then the idea of recording my voice, so then when Mommy is not there or cannot be there, because some evenings I have other things that I have to do, then he could just hit that play button, and he has a tablet. I love it, Greta. You guys watching this, you have to love these ideas, these tools. We're talking about children, but really, if we're good with our family, we have more time to focus on that millionaire mindset. Wouldn't you say?
Right.
Yes.
This is all in line. And I just want to thank our viewers out there who are chatting in on our chat box. Thank you for being here with us. We wanted to know what maybe experiences or meditation experiences you have done, what's your favorite one. So if you could just type in the chat, let us know. And right now I'm going to tell you what I use on my phone, my Galaxy phone, which is, it's called Ananda, Ananda, and we'll put it in the chat as well. And I believe I got that from the Oprah Deepak website. You can download this free tool, and they also have, of course, some paid options on there if you want more sounds or more, you know, different things, because you can add sound to it. You can add the waterfalls, you can add music, and they change it. So if you want to meditate about love in all things, or you want to change it to releasing the past and I choose love, you can put the combinations together and you'll get different sounds. So I really do like this this app that I have on my phone, not only because it's free, but it's because it's so many options and different things that you can use to help you tap into other areas of your life that maybe you want to get some control over or to just really focus on.
Nice. Thanks, Keisha.
Yep.
Awesome.
How about you, Greta? I know you have some from the iPhone.
Yeah. Is that similar to the one that Layla had mentioned before, the brainwaves?
No, see, I don't know, because I asked, was there an alternative for Galaxy users? Because I know that's the one that for the brainwaves is for only iPhone.
Yeah.
Boo.
Sorry, my kids are going crazy right now, as usual. Okay, good. Yeah, it's because I was wondering about that too, because since I found out about this app, it's called Brainwaves Sharp Mind, and it's for iPhones. It is like, it has become my best friend, really, honestly. I use it for my kids. I've been able to put my youngest to sleep with it. I actually put the earbuds right in his ears, and he can be kind of having a meltdown or feeling cranky, and all of a sudden he'll actually grab my earbud and like hold it to his head and hug it, and wow, they want mommy. Thank goodness for locks.
I think it's time for a meditation series right now.
No, seriously though, Brainwaves Sharp Mind. Like, for those moments when you're just like, you finally get all the kids in the car, they're all buckled up, and you have like that 20-minute drive to get them from point A to point B, and you're like, they're safe. I just plug my earbuds in, switch on the brainwaves, and I'm like, I just breathe, and it just like, within 20 minutes, I'm good. I'm cool again. You know, I'm cool mommy again instead of grumpy mommy, because I have those moments. And I'm sure that you do too, whether you like to admit it or not. We all do have those moments, and it's okay. You're still good enough.
And truthfully, Greta, you're right. And sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with children. It could be, maybe you have a job. You might have a job that you have to go to every day that you dread. And the meditation in the morning will help you deal with it, whatever it is. And also help you to look at it more differently. I mean, and if you connect with women like us and maybe start building on living your own dreams, that you could look at that job as something that's just really helping you to make that come, happen.
Yes.
It's just financing and your dream. And look at it more positively so that you can deal with it, because I am so thankful that I don't have to worry about that, and that I am here with my children, but everybody's not there. Everybody's, hiccup in the day is not dealing with the children. It's dealing with those people in the job that may really, really wreck your nerves. I've been there. I know. And I truly don't want to ever go back. So I use tools like this to help me keep the millionaire mindset so I can stay on path to my dreams and my goals and stay connected to what is truly, truly, what my true desire is, my greatest self. And I know we had another tool we wanted to share, Alicia, that we all use. And I mean, if you are a returning viewer, guest, you know what we all, the thing that holds us all together here. And Alicia, I don't know if you want to just go ahead and share that.
Yes, so today we shared meditation as a tool, and our second tool is books, right? We read all the time. And so we're going to announce our next book of the month for February is...
Drum roll.
Drum roll, please.
Where's our drum roll?
I don't do these people hangouts. I'm not good at
girl. She's at school because we could use her tapping over here, pulling up the drums somewhere.
Start with why. there's your app. There's no drum roll now. Oh well, we'll do it at the end of the next end of February or the beginning of March and go through like a review of Start With Why. So if you don't have access to Start With Why, just get back with the one who invited you. They will probably either share you an Amazon link or a download link. I think I've got both. I don't remember. I think I've gotten the book and I think I downloaded it.
If you can give them the author. We're going to put all this information in the chat. So if you're here, if you're watching the recording, just check down in the chat and you will see the apps that we have, we mentioned, and also the book Start With Why. It's a crazy name, isn't it? I don't recall offhand. What's the name of the author, Alicia?
Let me Google that real fast because I don't remember.
I've got it here somewhere. Come on.
And we thought, it would be
Simon Sinek. There we go.
Simon, that's right. That was the easy one. Simon, that's right.
There you are.
Simon Sinek. Okay, awesome, awesome. And actually, I wasn't talking about that one in particular. So we have more than 2 tools that we're sharing with you today. We have another tool that we're sharing, right? Which is blogging. Blogging. That helps us keep connected and sharing our goals with you, giving you value online, helping other people to connect with us. Blogging is amazing. Right now we're doing a 21-day blogging challenge. If you want to be a part of that, if you're a blogger, maybe you've thought about blogging, we have a great tool that you would use that can help you reach your goals to becoming a millionaire. Right, so Alicia, did you want to say anything else on that?
Sure. Both of these tools that we shared, either meditation or books, we share all of this on our blogs, and really that's kind of our full focus. When you have your home online, you can share everything social media-wise. It's just you see the whole picture of how you should structure your who you are, your online business, your people relationships that you create, tons of ways right through your blog. People might call it a website, I don't know, but that call it a blog depending on your history, what you know about the online, I guess. So connect, make sure you have your blog so you can share these awesome tools that we shared today. Write a blog post about what you learned today and how you experience it as well. So there's more ways that you show it as well through the blog. And we've got a link below. Click the link now, yes, join here, or just get back with the person who invited you, because they may have some specials going on, some different things that might help you advance a lot faster this week and get sure you have everything set up, and so many a better way to share all these tools that we had today. So go out there today, make sure start in your routine to implement these tools every day, meditate and read, and get on that book, Start With Why, and we'll see you in the next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will keep you posted on our topics and fun stuff that we have going on. And thanks, guys. Anything else?
Have a great day.